Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. Sitting next to me is Mike Brenner. My name is Peter Loshak, and today is Friday, July 8th. We are continuing our coverage, Mike Brenner and I, of college football team previews for 2016. We had an early preview here of Stanford.
Yes.
Stanford, a pretty interesting team. They are, to win the national title, they're plus 3,100, the 10th choice. They're the co-favorite, though, to win the Pac-12. There's a slight favorite over Washington, plus 325. Co-favorite Washington, about plus 170 to win the Pac-12 North. Their season win total, despite all those high expectations, just 8. Over at minus 145, and it's understandable because there's a lot of there's a lot of question marks that are very serious. A lot of obvious strengths. Christian McCaffrey comes back, and the big issue here is Stanford is known as they're just the team that has an awesome offensive line.
Yeah, and they grind it out. They grind it out. They run.
They have a lot of losses on the offensive line this year, and the question is how well.
There's three of them. Three offensive linemen.
How well will they be able to fill those holes? Maybe 100%. Maybe not. The big losses, this is what they do year in and year out. And this is kind of like when you're analyzing each college football team year in and year out, they tend to have the same strengths, the same weaknesses. And the question each year is how well will they be able to fix the holes that come in.
Plug the holes, Stanford, and that's what makes a good coach to a great coach, Pistol Pete. But guess what? Whoever made the team total at 8, I think they did the research a little more who said they're co-favored to win the Pac-12. All right, because last year they did. They won it, and then they absolutely had they blew out Iowa 45-16, but they have lost a lot of critical pieces.
Yeah, and including a very underrated Kevin Hogan.
Kevin Hogan, very underrated. I think he's very underrated, and I think he's going to do well at the next level. But Pistol Pete, you know what? This is a team that I think we might want to look at fading because it's going to take us some time to put that, the guys in the trenches. That takes time. First 2 to 3 weeks, I'm telling you, this line will be deflated with their schedule. So,
and they're not going to be like an undervalued team. They're expected to win the Pac-12. The favorite to win the Pac-12. So they're not going to come in with sneaking up on anyone.
Exactly.
If they play really well, be like, well, they were the preseason favorite to win the Pac-12.
I got another little nugget for you.
Yeah,
you love when I dig into stuff like this.
Yeah, let's hear it.
You got a new offensive line. You got basically almost a new team getting put together. And guess what happens? Week 2, you have your bye week. So now I think that even messes them up more because they want to get into a groove. So guess what? The third week, USC at home. Look out. USC's going to grab that game. I'm just telling you right now. I see a lot of value early fading these guys. They got a brutal road schedule this year. They really do. And, UCLA, they got they got Washington on the road, Notre Dame on the road. They got Arizona on the road, Oregon on the road. Yeah. You better look out this team.
I think long-term Stanford is a good program that you want to look to bet on, but I think you're right. This year there might be some questions, especially in the early going. They're co-favorite with Washington, and Washington is a team that tends very, very well coached. Right?
Very well coached, and they have a lot of good starters
and a little bit undervalued. I think to win the Pac-12 North, I'd probably take a shot with Washington at plus 175 over Stanford at plus 170. Would you agree with that?
I absolutely wouldn't. It's nothing personal against Stanford, but I would go the under in the team total because I really think they're going to be rebuilding. And the first 3 to 4 weeks, I'm telling you, just take the other side. You're going to cash tickets.
It's just what are the questions? How will the questions be answered at quarterback, offensive line? We could be proven wrong, and they could be answered. Some guy could even come in even better, perform even better than Kevin Hogan. But right now, I'm kind of in agreement with you, Mike Brenner. I'm slightly down at Stanford, looking to initially fade them in the opening weeks of the season.
Breaking it down, buddy. I'm loving it. College football.
Always on the go? Bet365 has one of the top mobile platforms in today's market. Sign up today and don't let your busy life keep you out of the game.